Yo, what's up, guys? Um, it's me, Anchor64 again. Yes, his name is a bit strange, whatever. I thought I make another video, like, today at, I think, yeah, it's pretty much today, but at midnight, Phase 5 is going to start, and I thought, okay, probably it's going to make sense to do a video about some nature resistance gear, where you can actually get it, stuff like that. Most of the nature resistance gear actually comes from Maraudon, like you can get most of it from Maraudon. But you will also have new options when Phase 5 releases, where we can also get some nature resistance gear. But this is good for some preparation. It really depends if you have a really fast guild and yeah, you kill like the bosses in a couple of seconds. You don't really need a lot of nature resistance or at all. But if the attempts are going to take slower, if you want to play it more safe, you will need nature resistance. You will need like 15 people who soak the damage. And for us warriors, for example, we are of course a melee class, so we will need it if you want to do that strategy. So yeah, first of all, where am I right now? I am in front of Maraudon. That is in Desolas. You can just pretty much get to the flight path here and then walk all the way down here. Or you can go to Ferolas and just walk up here. Same thing pretty much. But yeah. Let me actually... Yeah. I adjusted my mic a bit. So yeah. I want to show you also how you can actually get to the right spot, because in Maraudon we have 3 entrances. So first of all, I'm going to enter here. We have this bridge at the start, but we can pretty much just jump down here on the left. And yeah, we can take some shortcuts. We could walk like the way down here, or we can just jump down here. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. But other than that, we will enter this room. There's only like one way for like the entrance of Maraudon at the start, so you can pretty much go that way. We can jump down here. You can see like there's no other way. But when we enter this room, you will have 3 choices we can make. We can enter this room, which is like the purple room, purple entrance. We can enter the middle entrance, and we can enter the orange entrance. For us, we want to enter the orange entrance. That's where like more of the nature related mobs are, like plants and such, and they will drop nature resistance gear. The purple entrance is where satyrs are, and the middle one is pretty much where you can use the scepter if you have that one, and you can teleport to the last part of Maraudon, but we don't really care about that. So we will enter the orange entrance. You will know you are right when you see the orange crystals pretty much. So yeah, that one's the right one. I want to skip like everything. I don't want to fight anything, but when you are level 60 you can pretty much do that. It's like not hard. But yeah, we will enter this room. At first we can only go like one way, which you can see here. Like this, it's only like one way we can go. But when we enter this room, you will have a lot of more different choices you can make. I pretty much want to just keep hugging this like orange water, which kind of looks like Fanta. If you know what that is. But yeah. But when we are here, we will have another bridge, and we could go through and then go all the way down here. But yeah, why do that when we can just jump down here? And same thing here. So here, when we are down here, we also want to hug the wall. I kind of want to skip this mob, so I don't want to pull him. But yeah, we are very close to the dungeon entrance now. If you just keep hugging the right wall, you will enter the dungeon, which is this one, and then we are good. Then we are inside. Yeah, now we are inside in Maraudon. So we have that. You will know you are right when you have like these orange things and you have like this plant mob up above. But that's pretty much that. The gear you will need here, like I will do some preparation talk right now. So what you should bring here, you can bring a lot of different stuff. It really depends what you want to do. For me personally, I have like pretty much my DPS gear right now on, but I will try to make it a bit better with my healing set. So what I would highly recommend, there's like one boss that is actually kind of difficult to solo, especially as a warrior. It really depends on your gear, but I have a healing set with me, using it with Diamond Flask, which will give me some additional health. I use like 329 healing. I managed to also clear it with like no healing at all, but that was with using like cooldowns. You can also go do it that way. It's just really a balancing act of having like enough health and enough damage to clear it efficiently. This is like more of my damage set, but you can see I'm pretty low HP. I don't have a lot of HP, but I will also use some consumables like this one, which gives me some additional stamina and so on. But yeah, that's pretty much that. However, it is pretty much soloable by like every class, even like warriors, even if you don't have a lot of good gear. But yeah, we will just go up here, we will skip this mob. We want to try to skip as many mobs as possible. That's like the goal we want to follow, so we don't pull anything. Here on this way we can go two ways, but the right way there's like nothing there, just some mobs, so we want to go to the left. That's pretty much easier. And we want to skip every single mob. That's very important. You need to kinda be careful about these patrols. You can easily pull them if you don't watch out, which can be very annoying. But yeah. Another way we can go right or we can go left. Same thing. But you want to go to the left. On the right there's pretty much nothing. But yeah, we can skip all of this. We want to skip the patrols, so we need to be a bit careful so we don't pull them. But yeah, again, when we enter this way, we don't want to go that way where all those green sludges are. We want to go further down the dungeon. But yeah, same thing here. As I said, when you are level 60, you can pretty much skip everything. So you won't pull pretty much anything here. Yeah, you really don't want to pull the mobs. They hit pretty hard, so that's one thing you really don't want to do. So let me go this way. Now when we are down here, it would seem like we would pull this guaranteed, but actually no, if you go this way, you can pretty much walk through the plants and you don't pull anything. So definitely try to do this. Then we can skip that. There's a lot of space here, so you will always have like places you can go so you don't pull anything. Same thing here, we can also skip this. Oh yeah, wait, let me actually go back so I can talk about this room. When you enter this room, like this red one, when you go this way, you will enter some of the next bosses. But the first boss is right here on this pool you have. He doesn't spawn, he isn't showing yet because I'm not too far away, but let me actually go here. Oh, I don't know if you can skip that from here. Oh yeah, okay, I can. So yeah. Yeah, now you will see him. So yeah, we don't have any mobs around. One thing about this boss is he hits really hard. So if you have some nature protection potions or something that can be very useful for this boss, he hits very, very hard actually. And I would say he's the most difficult boss to solo. So definitely I would recommend using a flask set, using some consumables, stuff like that, just for this boss alone, because he hits very hard. He, however, drops like 3 things you actually need. So, 2 things, sorry. So he drops 2 things we definitely want to have. He drops these bracers, plate, 5 stamina, 15 nature resistance. So very good, like some nature resistance gear for warriors. Another thing he drops is this trinket, which is even like the one we really want to have. I have already 2 of them, so I don't really need them. But yeah, you can get like one of these 3 items. But we definitely want to have the trinket. So I will use some consumables for this. Let me see, what else can I use? Okay, I have that. Yeah, I can pretty much pop some potions. Some of the cheaper ones. It's always good to have some cheap potions and so on. Use this to get some additional stamina. And yeah, maybe use some sharpening stones. I bet all of this is a bit overkill, but you want to be safe, because if you die here, you will need to walk a very long way to just get to the dungeon again. So yeah, that's something I don't want to happen. especially not on video, so yeah. One thing I also will do is I will pre-pull some mobs, so I will do this right now. Actually, let me kill this one right at the start. So yeah, you can farm some rage here of these mobs. They don't really hit a lot hard, to be honest, and you can easily solo them. If I actually get some procs, would be nice, and some rage. But yeah, they give you some poison, but it's very like short, so you can easily bandage. So yeah, but I don't want to kill everything, so yeah. Okay, this is I think enough rage. So yeah, now I will bandage. And I will swap to my healing gear. My healing gear again has 329 healing, which you will also see when I switch over. So yeah, I will do this, switch over again, and now I have my gear up and my diamond flask, and now I will start the boss. I pop Deathwish at the start, I thunder, but I will do this in defensive stance. It's a bit better, so I don't get that much damage. You want to be kinda be against this wall. He will pretty much split soon, so you will see this as well. But yeah, you can see with healing gear, it's pretty easy to be honest. Yeah, he's almost dead, so let me execute and he's dead. Okay, he didn't split. What can happen is that he splits up in multiple ones, multiple sludges, and what will happen then is you kinda need to attack them and then he will split back again to his normal form. By then you can also activate retaliation, so you will do a lot of damage to him when you do that, when he splits up, because you get hit a lot. But yeah, I got kinda lucky on this pull. He did drop Noxian Shackles, but I already have them, so I won't pick them up. But yeah, that one was pretty easy. Good. So that was that. Let me check something. Okay. Yeah, that was the first boss. Pretty easy actually. I also got the item, like one of the nature resistance items you can get from here. So yeah, but let's go to the next boss. I could have edited this a bit so you don't need to see like me walking and everything, but I kind of want to make a complete video so you actually know where you need to go, because in a lot of videos I see people just being racked on the boss and such, and I don't think that's like the most helpful thing to do, because maybe people don't really know where they need to go, especially Maraudon can be very confusing. So this is again another part where we really don't want to pull these mobs. I will try to walk here so I don't pull, but let's see if it works or not. Okay, I was kinda lucky. You don't want to pull like 3 of these because you will get fucked. So yeah, don't do that. This happened to me once and I got destroyed. They are even harder than the boss. Yeah, this is another pull which is very annoying. You want to kinda wait till these mobs go to the left. Come on, go to the left. I don't know if there was another way, but yeah, I need to kind of wait. If you have invisibility potion, it's a bit easier, but yeah, we'll just try it, whatever. Come on. Okay, I got lucky. But yeah, these mobs also, they can fuck you up. Don't pull them or you will die. So that's one thing I want to mention. Also, if you have herbalism, you can pick up some herbs here. It's also very useful actually. So another pull, but again, keep hugging the wall as much as possible so you don't pull. Right in front of us you can actually see the next boss. So that's the one we want to kill. He's a bit difficult, but he's easier than the one we killed previously. So let me actually go into this room. Okay, I didn't pull anything. But yeah. Yeah, that's the boss, Razor Lash. And what he can drop is pretty much he can drop these shoulders, which are pretty nice for some nature resistance gear. Yeah, the boots we don't really care about, but maybe for casters if they really want it. This belt is okay for some nature resistance, and so these legs, but there are better legs from a quest you can get in Silithus. But yeah, this could be like a nice, yeah, nice placeholder piece until you get a better nature resistance piece. Okay, for this boss I need to kind of think, well, how should I do it? Okay, I have a lot of consumables, so I think I will be good by that. My Diamond Flask is still on CD for 2 minutes, so that is kinda annoying. So I will use another trinket instead, which will be this one. Just Blackhand's Breath. So I could use the tankier set for this one. So let me think about it. Yeah, I think I will use this set instead, which is more tankier, so I don't get as much damage. But yeah, actually let me regen a bit. But yeah, for this boss you don't really need Diamond Flask setup. But I would suggest being a bit tankier so don't get as much damage. So let's see how this works. You definitely want to spam Thunders, that's very important. Actually I should do it in this spec. Definitely use Death Wish, and now you can pretty much kill the boss. Yeah, this is really easier, way easier if you have some stamina gear. Because you don't want to get unlucky and maybe get crit or something. But yeah, you can saw like this boss is way easier than the other one. I didn't really use, I didn't even use Diamond Flask. Let's see what he dropped. And he dropped the legs. So yeah, not bad. I will pick them up. I don't have the other legs right now, so yeah, better than nothing. Okay. Now we can go further into the dungeon. Actually, let me regen a bit before I do that. And we will go to the third boss and some additional boss also. There's like one additional boss we can do. But let's see if he spawns. Yeah, this is always risky with these mobs, to be honest. But what can you do? I don't think I can... Can I jump here? No, okay. I really don't want to pull them because I hurt a lot, so... I really want to avoid them. Oh nice, that's good. He moved away. So yeah. Now we are here. Again, we only have like one way we can actually go. So you will see like there are some ways you can go, but there's like nothing there. So there's like only really one way which you can actually go to. Okay, that's I think good enough. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, now you will see like this big open room with a lot of mobs. And first of all, what we want to check is we want to check one spot. That's very important actually, because there's a rare that can spawn there. So that's the first thing we want to do. Actually, I don't know if I should go down here. I think that's probably better. Yeah, let's actually go down here. So we have like less mobs to worry about and we don't need to go like all of this way. But yeah, then we can go this way. On here, like up here, there's like a rare that can spawn. So I definitely want to check this. But yeah, you can see we can skip most of the mobs. These mobs are also not that dangerous. Not like the free pack of these razor lashes. So yeah, you don't need to worry that much about pulling them. But yeah, right here, there's a rare that can spawn. I think right here. Let's see, I don't think he spawns. Yeah, probably didn't. Or does he spawn? Yeah, but he didn't. Like right on this, I actually never saw this rare, but yeah, I don't think he spawned. So this rare drops a really nice nature resistance helmet we can get, which is really good. I think this one, yeah, this nice, like this helmet's pretty nice. He also drops this, but we don't care about this as well. We don't really care about that. But yeah, he didn't spawn. Whatever. So we will just go to the last boss instead. The last boss is Celebros. And I will walk to there right now, so you can actually see it. Also I can switch my gear again to more DPS gear, but I will do that in a moment. But yeah, you can see we can pretty much skip everything. The next mob is kinda annoying because he has some additional ads he will spawn. So we need to be kinda careful about that. So that's the last boss. You can see he's surrounded by some ads. But the ads are very, very squishy. They don't do a lot of damage. And we can fear them as well. So that's what I will do right at the start. Also what you can do is you can get some rage. But I don't want to do that right now. Because I just want to kill him with that. But I will use, again, because my Diamond Flask is on CD, not on CD, is available, I will use my healing set again. So yeah, that's pretty much that. So I will use my diamond flask, switch over, and then we can go. But yeah, this boss is also very easy. If you want to do it fast, you can do this as well. Then it's even way faster, if you didn't use it for the first boss. And of course try to interrupt him. And he's dead. Yeah. Of course, if you have everything up, then it's very easy. I didn't even sunder him, I think. Because I didn't want to waste any procs. But he did drop a fist weapon, which is not the thing we definitely want. I can show you what he can actually drop. He can drop this cape, which is one thing you really want to have from this boss. It's probably like the best nature resistance cape there is in the game, I think so. There's like one other one. But yeah, I got lucky, I got this one on my first try. I can show you that one as well. I think it's in my bank, right? Yeah. It's this one. But there's also this one you can get in Diamond East, which is more DPS orientated, which has like 3 less nature resistance, but a lot more strength. Which is also a thing you can maybe consider if you don't want to get that much nature resistance. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all the bosses we want to clear in Maraudon. We want to solo for some nature resistance gear. And the rest of it comes from the auction house, or maybe as well from when phase 5 actually launches. You can also get some pieces from there as well. And some world boss pieces as well if you get very lucky. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my Maraudon guide. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Yeah, but this was pretty much my guide. So yeah, that's pretty much it by then. And again, if you have anything to say, feel free to comment. If you like this video, like and subscribe and so on. I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.